Welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. So my peers and subscribers, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video in particular, Spirit has something a little bit different. I thought it was a little weird, but hey, we're going to run with it. Today, we're going to be talking about hunting Stephen Miller. I don't know if that's a play on words. No idea. Spirit told me to write that down. So we're going to explore. What does hunting Stephen Miller mean? I don't really know who Stephen Miller is. I think he's the guy who runs immigration. We're going to figure out who he is. And, hold on. Is he the guy who does Habeas Corpus? I think he is. So we're going to find out in today's video who is Stephen Miller, first of all, why they're hunting him, and a little bit more about the fate and future of Stephen Miller in today's video. I wanted to come to you guys and record a video. Yes, I have posted in my community page that there won't be a video today, but I really feel really bad for you guys. I mean, you guys didn't have a video on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You only had a video on Tuesday. It's now Wednesday, and I'm exhausted. I'm tired, but I really want to at least record at least one video for you guys to go ahead and watch. I'm going to spend some time before I do go into work today answering a lot of your emails and comments. Well, specifically your comments, the emails, I feel like I need a little bit more time to focus. So if you have emailed me, I have not answered any emails in the past 4 weeks. I've been very busy. So I do apologize. Do not email me. Because I can't take more of the workload. Just hang tight. I'm going to get back to everybody. Then I will let you know when you guys can start emailing me again. Okay, anyway, besides the point, today's video is being recorded on Wednesday, May 28th at 1:18 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as and when I'm recording this specific video. So if you want to help out the channel, well, you can do so by liking, commenting, subscribing, and the bell icon, engaging with the content, watching the video longer than normal, help the algorithm of this YouTube channel. I also do want to do a quick community spotlight because we didn't have any time to do it on Memorial Day, so happy Memorial Day. And, well, it's past that. But anyway, besides the point, we have James Lawrence, BMC, or also known as Papa Grammy. We have here Sarah XEKTN. Welcome back. We have here Cadora DeLine. And then we also have here Tracy Wilson. Thank you all for all you guys who have been doing just that. And if you want to be on a community spotlight every week, all you have to do is just do what I said before with engagement and helping the algorithm. You will be shown according to what YouTube thinks is doing the most engagement for that week, for the previous week. Alright guys, let's go ahead. Let's begin this video just for entertainment purposes only, for educational purposes only as well. If you want to be notified, follow my Blue Sky account and my Facebook group, which is in the description below. I hate long intros, so we're not even making this any longer than it has to be. Let's get on it. Actually, speaking of that, let's find out who the heck is Stephen Miller, because we can't begin the video if I don't even know who this guy is. Who is Stephen? Wait, hold on, is this Stephen Miller? I have no idea. I really do not care. Oh, he is. His name is really Stephen, but I'm going to call him Stephen because that seems a bit more fitting. Anyway, who is Stephen Miller? Is he the White House Deputy Chief of Staff? Okay, let's see. What does the White House Chief Deputy do? Okay. The term White Chief Deputy, hold on, is that the White House? Okay, I guess it's called White Chief Deputy probably because he's a white supremacist. Doesn't directly refer to a specific position in the United States government. However, it's likely referring to the White House Deputy Chief of Staff. This individual is the top aide to the White House Chief of Staff, who is the President's senior aide. Ensuring smooth operation, they can help ensure the smooth function of the White House bureaucracy, managing the flow of people and information. Interesting. Okay, the flow of information, and apparently, the Spirit had told me to write this down. You know, we have here, ignore what I have on the top, but it says here what happened on May 25th, 2025, which we covered. We have hunting Stephen Miller. That's what they told me to write. So let's go ahead. Let's find out why are they hunting Stephen Miller. Now we know who Stephen Miller is. He's the White House Chief Deputy of Staff, or whatever you call that in mumbo jumbo. It's all words. Doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead. Let's find out about Stephen Miller. Why are they hunting him? Spirit Angels, tell me why. Who is? Oh, first of all, I want to know who the heck is hunting Stephen Miller. Who is hunting Stephen Miller, or Stephen Miller? The White House Deputy Chief of Staff, or whatever way you say that. Who is hunting Stephen Miller? Okay, I'm actually hearing a very strange word. It's saying nobody but somebody. That's what I'm hearing. Nobody but somebody is hunting Stephen Miller or Stephen Miller, the White House deputy or chief of staff or whatever you state at. This is who's hunting him. Interesting. Now, if I remember correctly, he's the guy who introduced Donald Trump to Habeas Corpus and suspending it. We're going to do Cards Against Humanity because I feel like this is very fitting for this specific individual. And as you all know, if you are been with me for quite a while, you are familiar with the fact that I actually can read playing cards. Right? Tarot cards is just a card. It allows you to focus on energetic frequencies and to be able to interpret them based on your current vocabulary. That's all that tarot cards do. They're not really anything spiritual. They're not living. Therefore, you can read anything. Like I actually can read. Let's say people find out that I'm a psychic or whatnot. They go to, or like I don't know, somebody with gifts, I guess is the word to say. And I go to places, they're like, Chris, can you read for me? I'm like, sure. I kind of really don't want to be doing that because I'm at a party or whatever. But then they have like playing cards, they have Uno, they have business cards. It doesn't matter. I can use them all. I even use like those little cards with like the 3 little pictures on it for children to get them to speak. I even use those, and those are actually quite successful. Anyway, besides the point, the moral of the story is that if you cannot read with tarot cards, try something else. There's always something there for you. So Spirits and Angels tell me Cards Against Humanity, Cards Against Stephen Miller, the White House Chief Deputy of Staff. What do you want to tell us? Now, this is a little bit rated R and PG-13, not rated R, not PG-13. So I am going to give you a warning prior to showing you these cards. Perfect. Love that. This section here, this row is the people against Stephen Miller. So whoever is hunting him, we could have said nobody but somebody, right? And then what is the motive here? What are they hunting him for? And then what is he doing that's causing them to hunt him? What is Stephen Miller doing that causing this person here, or whoever this is, this organization, this group of people, to hunt Stephen Miller, the White House Chief of Staff? What is he doing? Okay, the time you get the different deck. So we're going to take these cards, these stack of cards. What is Stephen Miller doing that is causing people to hunt him? What is he doing that's causing them to hunt him? What is he doing against humanity? Okay, got it. So this is, again, the people who are hunting him. This is the motive for hunting him. This is what he's doing that's causing them to hunt him, right? And then this is kind of cool. It's like an investigation. Nobody's hunting Stephen Miller, at least not that we're aware of at the moment. Should we do the astrology? Let's do the astrology. Let's find out what's in the sky, what's going on astrologically speaking, when this man is being hunted. Let's see. Remember, the predator sometimes can become the prey. Remember what I said, the predator can sometimes become the prey. Now, this is really interesting. Again, this video is just for entertainment purposes only, for educational purposes only as well. I have a feeling I forgot to mention that earlier, so I'm mentioning it now. Alright, so Spirits and Angels talking about Stephen Miller and him being hunted by whatever it is this reading is saying. Can you give us a little bit more information about what's going on in astrology for the fate of Stephen Miller? Thank you. Is that it? Okay, to tell me that's it. And then let's ask about what... Should I use the United States of Tarot or America Cliff? Okay, they're telling me to use this. Okay. We're going to ask about what is the fate of Stephen Miller. Now, these cards are a little bit harder to use because for some reason they don't resonate with the current United States at the moment. They do, but they also don't. There's nothing wrong against the cards at all. I love these cards. It's just I haven't used them because they're more positive. And what's going on in the United States is a little bit more in a darker tone at the moment. So it's harder to read with cards that are more uplifting. But we're going to use this for today. So Spirit Angels, tell me about Stephen Miller, however you pronounce it, the White House Chief Deputy of Staff. Can you tell me about what is his fate according to him being hunted, whatever that means? Thank you. Okay, we got it. Let's do this, guys. Okay, anyway, that's the point. So let's find out who is hunting him. The time we actually find the motive. Are we finding the motive here? So this is the motive. Okay, do we have here? We have the reverse, getting abducted by Peter Pan. Okay, let's reverse. We have here Stalin. Interesting. Then we also have here as well, we have, okay, this is not inappropriate. Oh, it's kind of, but it's not really anything rancid, so it's fine. Clenched butt cheeks. So that's interesting. So somebody is not nervous. Somebody, the motive here. What is the motive here? So getting abducted by Peter Pan, Stalin, and we have here clenched butt cheeks. Interesting. What does this mean? I'm getting information towards immigration. Let me just verify this. Does he have anything to do with immigration? Like, I think I do. I think I know he does, but I'm not 100% sure because every white guy looks the same to me. So I kind of don't really know. So let me just find out. Is Stephen Miller a part of immigration? Let's find out. We're going to find out together. Is it like me and you? Like, was one of us trying to break this down, trying to figure this out? It's like a game of Clue. It says here, according to AI, let's see, it says here AI overview, which is like the Google. It says here, yes, Stephen Miller has been a significant figure in shaping and implementing immigration policy, particularly during the Trump administration. He's the policy architect on Trump immigration and was instrumental in crafting many of the administration's hardline policies. He was also behind travel ban, family separation, DACA, asylum restriction, increased enforcement, and deportation. At his current role, as of May 28, 2025, Miller serves as the President's Deputy Chief of Staff and continues to be a key advisor on immigration policy. Okay, perspective and criticism. Miller's views on immigration have been described as anti-immigration and nativist. His policy has faced criticism from human rights organizations and immigration activists for the impact on immigrants and the family. It makes a lot more sense now when you start to really, now you know who Stephen Miller is, who Stephen Miller is, however you want to pronounce it. It starts to make a lot of sense. We're talking about the motive of whoever's going after him. It's nobody but somebody, right? That's what we were told. It makes sense because we have here getting abducted by Peter Pan. Now, this has to do with children, right? But it also has to do with people getting just taken away, being put away, right? This isn't like children where they get a choice, right? They didn't have a choice. The choice was taken away and they're getting abducted, right? We have here, this is hardline ideology, hardline pinpoints of dictators, right? Like Stalin. Right? So this is talking about his harsh line approach, possibly to immigration. And then we also have here clenched butt cheeks, right? He's doing it with very sense of relaxation, like he is very relaxed while orchestrating this. He's very relaxed while doing this because in a way, he believes in what he is doing. He believes that in some way, some messed up way, he believes that what he is doing is for the betterment of the country. But the spiritual world says otherwise. The people who are going to be hunting him say otherwise. Now let's go into the reading here. Let's find out who is hunting him. What we have here, we have the two cup verse. And the two cup verse is agreement. This is not a mutual agreement. Again, it makes a lot of sense because when you talk about not a mutual agreement, it talks about people not being able to have a choice in a stay in getting abducted, to getting removed, getting forcibly taken, right? The story of Peter Pan, if I remember correctly, it's about a guy who goes into somebody's home and try to convince the girl to go with him, right? On her terms. And this, however, is not on anyone's terms, right? This is what this means. We also have here Stalin, which is represented by the lover, the connection, right? Who is hunting him? I'm going to be honest with you. The first thing I got when I saw Stalin was 45. For some reason, 45 is hunting Stephen Miller. I don't know why. But there is this energy here that is, he's being hunted, and it has to do with somebody he is in connection with now. So somebody who he is, who he is working with right now is going to backstab him. In some way, he's getting hunted. So the hunter becomes the hunted, right? That's what it feels very much like. We're going to verify this in a minute, but I feel very much like that is the information I'm getting. We also have here is crossed by the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of wands, and the 9 of wands is heading in the future tense, which means this is coming in the future, which means a struggle is coming in the future in terms of this relationship and getting abducted. So there's some sort of hunting. There's a decision that has not come true yet. There's not something that has happened, but something that feels very much like it's building a momentum, is heading in this direction, right? And they also have here clenched butt cheeks. It's reversed because there's going to be a sense of nervousness, not showing where you're going, right? It comes up in the right side because, again, it's reversed, which means it has not happened yet, right? It has not happened yet. But again, somebody is hunting Stephen Miller, and it feels very much like it's somebody who he's in cahoot with right now. I don't know if this means indicating about the spiritual world that he's just going to get backstabbed. I don't know. But somebody's hunting him, and he's being hunted by nobody, but by somebody. And that's a little bit more concerning, at least on his part, because that would essentially mean you don't know who the one's hunting you, right? It's like going to a forest and you hear silence. Remember, when you guys go on a walk anywhere, right, and you go into a forest, and if you don't hear birds chirping, no animal sound, nothing, that means you need to run. Because when you don't hear anything, when there is silence, there is a predator. When there is silence, there is a predator. Think about it another way. When there's Hollywood, right, for example, when there is silence among a whole group of people, there is a predator among them. Same idea. Think about Diddy. Same thing. When there is a predator nearby, there is silence. Same concept. All right, so going back into the reading. We have here the first card that comes in. Now this is, what is he doing that's causing this person to hunt him? So this is Stephen Miller now. What is Stephen Miller doing that's making people hunt him? We're going to find out right now. The first card that comes up is the ooze. So something is coming out. Something is coming out slowly. Now, when you squeeze something and liquid comes out, or some sort of formulation of something starts to ooze out, but slowly, but over time, a lot of it can become uncontrollable if you don't contain it correctly. It's oozing. So it's coming out slowly. This is a slow process here. We also have here reverse the wrath of Vladimir Putin. It's interesting. We have the Stalin card reversed. Both of them indicating Russia. We have here the wrath of Vladimir Putin. This is reversed. What is he doing? What is he doing? That's the thing. What is he doing? We have here reversed. The next card is coming up as the rapture. Reverse the rapture. Interesting. The ooze, slowness, but what is he doing? We have here a shifting out. Oh, excuse me. Okay, rated R, giving you a 1, 2, 3. This is the challenge to what is he doing that's causing people to go after him. It is, yes, out a screaming face. So this is somebody who is, going to the bathroom and trying to force it out. Obviously, they're obviously constipated, which means this is very hard to force out, which makes sense why it has to ooze. Right? It has to go slowly. It can't all come at once. It has to go slowly. So whatever he's doing, he's taking, almost like he's like, you ever seen The Grinch in like the TV show or the movie where he's like taking a hand and he's trying to go into steal people's packages and he goes like this and he's on like his little tippy hand, like tippy toes? Kind of feels like that. Like he's walking on eggshells in some way. But this is again, what is Stephen Miller doing? Well, he's oozing slowly. There's something here that he's doing, trying to not piss off somebody. But he's getting to the point where they're going to get pissed off and they're going to feel the wrath of Vladimir Putin, which is interesting because when you start to tie in the motive, because this is 45 here, this feels very much like 45 or his administration, he's in cahoots with somebody. And here you have underneath the Lover's card is you have Stalin and your partnership. You're even working with the partnership now. But you have here the wrath of Vladimir Putin. They're going to get into an argument eventually. This relationship, whatever this is referring to, is going to come to an end. And then you have here, we have the clenched butt cheeks, right? And you have the rapture reverse. Nervousness, but things are going to start to happen. This is a big event. So whatever this is a big event, which makes a lot of sense why Spirit was like, Chris, this is going to be a monumental thing that's going to come out through this video. And this is the clenched butt cheeks and the rapture. The rapture has been talked about by a lot of people. It's in the Bible about, I don't know, resurrection of the dead. I really don't know. My brain's just not there right now because I'm tired. Anyway, the clenched butt cheeks is really interesting because it's talking about the rapture, which is a big event. So this has happened on a world stage. So whatever this is something that not only affects the United States, but something that affects global in some way. If you have any ideas, let me know in the comment section below. We do also have here, we do have the Cancer card. It's the card that represents the United States. The United States is going to be entering Cancer very shortly, when we start to go into July. This is Cancer. It means nurturing, sensitive, caring. What is happening in terms of what is going on is that he is going to get into a very toxic relationship. Somebody is going to be fighting with somebody, and it's not going to be of a loving nature. It's going to be of ill intent, very negative energy. What is the fate of Stephen Miller? Well, we have, okay. We have here behind the hanged man reverse. The hunted. The hunter becomes the hunted. And this is JFK. The last time I got this card, January 6th happened. Just saying. The top of the card here for the astrology. What do we need to know on the top of the astrology? We have the equinox, commitment, integration, shift. So something is shifting in terms of commitment, agreement of some sort. The bottom of the deck means crayon, which is reversed, which has ended. What has ended? Core wound, vulnerability, and potential for pain. He is no longer evolving. It's starting to go to a transition period where there could be a possible death that may occur within the White House. It almost feels like the movie Clue. We have here on the top of the deck here, we have the Temperance, which is balanced equilibrium, right? Balanced equilibrium, at least that's how it appears. We have somebody having more of their foot in the water than they are on the ground, therefore it's not really balanced. Not all is what is seen. The bottom of the deck, though, is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is of great fortune. But what's really behind it? What is he hiding? The Tower card. Despite this, there's a Tower card waiting to happen. Again, I'm not making this stuff up. You guys saw this in real time. This is raw footage here. What is on the top of this United States of Tower deck? Well, let's take a look. We have the King of Cups. What's in the background of George Bush? The towers, the two twin towers. We all know how that went, right? Something is coming soon. And you kind of see that the painting kind of does look like Stephen Miller. But then again, I don't know. Like I said, I kind of can't tell the difference between some white people because they all look the same. Anyway, beside the point, not that you really need to know that. The bottom of the card, though, we have the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is somebody who's on the moon. A big change, a big achievement, right? Something's going to end up in failure. Something's going to end up in failure. And because of this failure, some big change is going to happen, specifically a Tower moment, specifically why Stephen Miller is going to get hunted. This card fell out. Put them on the bottom of the deck again. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, and what's on the first deck here? What the first deck was these. What is this indicating in terms of motive? We have here New Age music. So it's the New Age. We're going to enter a new era. And the bottom of the deck here for him is we have, well, selling crack to children, right? Selling this illusion, this information, this idea to delude the public. What is his motive? What is he doing that's causing himself to be hunted? We have here at the top of the deck here, we have Jeff Goldblum, which if you guys don't know is Jurassic Park, creating a scientific experiment and saying, what is his famous line in Jurassic Park? Let's see. Jeff Goldblum, famous line. Jeff Goldblum, famous line in Jurassic World. I think it's Jurassic Park, actually. Okay, his famous line is, "You can't beat his logic. If the pirates of the Let me say this. This is Jeff Goldblum as Dr. E. Malcolm in Jurassic Park. Is known for several iconic lines, often delivered with his signature delivery and philosophical tone. Some of his most memorable lines include, "You can't beat his logic. If the pirates of the Caribbean break down, the pirates don't eat the tourists." Yeah, but your scientists were so preoccupied whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should. Right, we all know what that would be applied to. And no, I'm simply saying that life, find a way. He also famously said, "Remind me to thank John for a lovely weekend," after being mauled by a dinosaur. Another notable line is, "God creates dinosaurs. God destroys dinosaurs. God creates man. Man destroys God. Man creates dinosaurs." The idea is there's something here that he's doing that is not natural, but he's doing it anyway. And the Jeff Goldblum line, I feel more so specifically, life find a way, right? But also the line where it specifically talked about and discussed that I don't remember. my brain's somewhere else today, so I do apologize. But it says here, but your scientists were so preoccupied whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should. That is the line that I feel mostly drawn to. The bottom of the deck here, rated R, 1, 2, 3, full frontal nudity, full vulnerability, the emperor with no clothes. And that is what the meaning is, that his action is leading towards that thing, leading towards that thing that's happening. Now the final question is, I want to ask the tarot cards, is Donald Trump the one that's hunting Stephen Miller? If not, we're going to have to find out in part 2 who is hunting him. And let me know in the comment section below who you think is hunting him. Pause this video, let me know in the comment section below, and we are going to find out. If even in this video or the next video. This will be the cliffhanger. As the spirit angels tell me, who is hunting Stephen Miller? The Nine of Cups. The people. The people. They're not telling me it's a group of people, not one. Group of people. And here we have the Four of Cups. It's not the vice president. It's not the hermit. It's not the Democrats. It's not the Bernie Sanders. Not the progressive wing. It's not Joe Biden. But who is it? Who is the one who's hunting Stephen Miller? Give me one final card. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. These are the 4. Let's see who the 4 are. We have the Two of Swords. We have a female. Two of Swords, female. Queen of Swords, female. Hillary Clinton, female. The Hierophant, black man. Someone of great charisma. And we also have here the Empress, the immigrant. Someone with great wealth. This is somebody who is a celebrity. Someone who's well known. So this is somebody who is a vigilante, an assassin. This is somebody of great power and wealth. This is somebody of great influence and charismatic, a black man. Right? And this is an immigrant of great celebrity status. This is who's hunting him, ironically enough. The bottom deck is not Oprah, so don't think Oprah. But who's on the top of the deck that we have is not the Native Americans either. There's somebody else who's hunting him. Interesting how Donald Trump did not show up in the card at all. Interesting. Is it by any chance, Spirit's name, Vladimir Putin who is hunting Stephen Miller? Is Vladimir Putin going to be the one who's hunting Stephen Miller? We have here is yet to be seen, but this is kind of giving me the energy of Stephen Miller. The 4 of Pentacles tell me 4 specific people are going to be hunting him. Here is the Page of Pentacles. His time is run out. We'll know eventually who this is. Well, no, because the 5 of Pentacles, he's going to have to be out. On the top of the deck here, we have the Fool card. He was not very cautious with where he's going, and it's going to lead him to many bad places. Donald Trump does not show up in the reading, despite me saying Donald Trump. So there is going to be a part 2 where I try to break this down. Who is hunting Stephen Miller? So if you guys want to watch and you want to watch this video sometime in the future, I'll put the link to part 2 in the description when that comes out. Alright guys, thank you. I love you. Have a great night. I'll see you all next time. Until then, peace out. Thanks for watching. Love you.